ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So, what do we have here? The BT-SV Tier 3 Super Duper Pooper Scooper Light Tank. This thing, as you can see, I've only got 25 matches in it. 64% win rate. The gun doesn't hit for a whole lot of damage. 51, oh, I'm sorry, that was penetration. Duh. 47 average damage. We're going to go over it real quick with a fine-tooth comb and see the goods and bads about this thing. I did have a match in this, and here's the results. Can you read it? But we'll go ahead and we'll do kind of a review of the tank first. Is it good, bad? What are my thoughts on it? Well, you can see it's extremely well sloped, well angled all the way around. I've had T2 light tanks, actually standard rounds, shoot me right in the butt on this thing, and with only 25 millimeters of armor, bounce to bounce, 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 round after round. Actually, in this match, I had several rounds bounce off me. It is very fast. It has a nice, mobility-wise, it is very, well, it's good and bad. On a straightaway, phenomenal. You can pick up to your top speed and maintain it, but as soon as you turn, it is not a circle strafer. I don't know. I don't think it's really the ground resistances that are the problem. I just think it doesn't turn worth a crap. But anyway, so let's go over this real quick. What do you get? So the gun on it, it's a Tier 3 tank, and the gun on it is mediocre at best. Standard pen 51, premium 84, HE 23. The reload on it's really nice. Average damage is 47 for your premium standard, 62 for your HE. Average damage per minute is 1,234. And you're going to notice in the replay, I changed the amount of rounds I had in here. And actually, I'll probably change it a little more. I got way too many premium rounds. In the match that I just had, I only had 16 standard, and the rest were premium, other than 2 HE. I don't know why I had it set up that way. Oh, actually, I do know. We had a platoon thing a while back. Well, quite a while back, because I haven't run with anybody in my platoon in flipping months. But I think I was running like a Tier 3 match with them or something, and you want your, when it comes to competition like that, you want your rounds to really penetrate, so I loaded a lot of premium. That's why. But anyways, now that we've got that figured out, so what do you get here? The rate of fire is good. Reload on mine is 2.15 seconds. I do have food to help that reload. Turret traverse is 43.8. Where it fails is the traverse speed of the tank, which is 36.74, which really is not that bad. It's not super good, but it's enough to where it's got good horsepower to weight ratio. Specific power to weight is 37.57, so it's good. But it's just the turning capability isn't there, and you drop speed really fast when you go to turn. Gun depression sucks at -4. Elevation, well, you can shoot at the moon if you want. Aim time is really good at 1.4 seconds. I've also got it set up with a gun lane drive, fence, and the coated optics for the view range. Because if I remember right, the view range was pretty pitiful. Plus your food helps your view range too. Dispersion really isn't too good at 0.37. If you let it shrink all the way in, there's a good chance you're going to hit at a medium to close range, but at distance, it's not the best. You get 240 hit points. Your hull armor in the front is 25, and the turret is 25. The hull on the side is 20, turret is 25, and in the rear, the hull is 16, and turret is 25. The turret's nicely rounded. I think the turret is still pretty easy to pen compared to the hull. Most everybody aims at your hull, lower plate, but this is so extremely angled, it's really hard for people to penetrate you. You can try side scraping with it, but the problem you run into there is it's pretty flat on the lower angle, and with lightly armored tanks, pretty much you just get overmatched and everything rips right through you. What are we at here? 13.31 ton light tank, so it's really light, so don't go smashing into stuff because you will be evaporated. It has a really good 500 horsepower engine, so that's really nice for a tier 3, but that's why you get such a good specific power to weight. Top speed is 62, and you will hit it and hold it in forward and 20 in reverse. Concealment's 19.87 stationary, and well, I'm a little confused here. Well, maybe it goes up a little bit with vents and stuff, and the crew isn't super, because you're supposed to maintain that concealment set and still or on the move, and it says 19.87 stationary and 15.65 on the move. So I'm thinking that the vents bump it up from the stock 15.65 when you're sitting still. As you can see, even with the coated optics, my view range is only 338. And if you look up there, I'm getting 15 plus 15 for the food, plus 29 for coated optics, plus 7 for events, and one of my crew members has situational awareness, and that bumps up 7 more, and I'm just hitting 338. So this thing is blind as a bat for a light tank. It's not something you're going to go park in a bush, not move and spot people. Even with all this stuff on it, I'm just reaching 338. So yeah. And the signal range actually, well, it's tier 3, but 334 seems kind of low, because I've got tier 4s and 5s that get tier 10 tank radios. Do I like it? I love it. It's a fun little guy to play. It hauls butt. The gun, like I said, medium to close range is spot on, very dependable, fast reload, fast aim time, good penetration. The only downfall, like I said, is when you go to turn, you drop speed fast. So if you see this thing go on sale, I'd grab it. When I bought it, I probably shouldn't say this because you're going to be like, are you a freaking retard? When I got it, I actually got it from a person that was selling a code for it on eBay from, I believe it was Ukrainian person or Russia or something. It was overseas, and I paid $275 for the code. Like I said, I collect tanks, so, and at the time, this was not offered in the U.S. You could not get it in the U.S., and they said they would probably never sell it in the U.S. Just like my Mutant that they said that when I originally got that, they would never sell, and they sold it a couple times now. So learned my lesson the hard way and went and paid $275 to get the code for this, and then a few months later they turned around and sold it out. Well, not a few months, actually a few years later they put it out and sell on the US server or the NA server, and I think it was still $100, but still it's $175 less that I would have had to have paid. But they, to my knowledge, were never going to sell it in the US and turned around and did. Wish it was kind of like the Japanese server where you could go out and buy an M60 or the Object 260 reward tank you get for doing the missions. Over there, man, they want you to open up that wallet and just let you hand over your money to them. They don't care what tank it is. If they can sell it and make a buck off it, let me tell you, they will. In a way, I guess that's good because Object 260, you can't just go out and buy it, or an M60, you can't just go out and buy it. You have to earn it. And when people see you playing those, they know you're a good player if you got those tanks. There's several of them. The Object 907 you can buy on the, I think it's Japanese server. It's either Japanese or Chinese. I'm not really sure. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I just really don't know. I know one of those servers you can just go out and buy these tanks versus on the NA, EU, Russian, all the other servers, you actually have to earn them. Like the VK7201K, I've got that one. Worked my butt off for like three or 4 months in Clan Wars to earn it. And the M60 was an option. And a 907, I'm kicking myself because I should have taken the 907. Not that the VK7201's bad, it's a really good tank, but anyways, so here I'm on every subject but what we're talking about. So, yeah, if you see this little guy, I would definitely recommend trying to get your hands on it. I've never done a review of this tank, and I was looking through my smaller tier premium tanks. I'm like, well, I never did a review of this. I'll throw one out here. So this match was a defeat. I had a Master Badge Class 1, Sharpshooter, Fire for Effect, Top Gun, and a Cool-Headed. We ended up hitting the GR, the Gross Tractor, which is another premium tank. And I know I've got it. It's a Russian, or not Russian, German. Where is that thing? Oh, here it is. The Goober Tractor. I'll have to do one on this. The gun on that is really nice. The average damage is 110. Not very accurate. Paper thin armor. Slow. But it's still got a damn good gun. But we'll talk about that one at another time. So, we hit the Gross Tractor 3 times for 102 damage. Knocked him out. Hit the M2 medium in the beginning of the match there 3 times for 96 damage. Knocked him out. Actually, that might have been a different M2 medium because there was a couple of them in the match. T29 hit him 1 time for 36 damage, knocked him out. PZ38T hit him 6 times for 250 damage, knocked him out, and knocked out his engine. Spotted him, the T3 HMC and the T2 light tank. Originally spotted them. Excuse me. And then also the T3 HMC, when I spotted him originally, he also got hit for 110 damage. The Cruiser 3, you got to watch out for that because it's got a really nice auto loader. 3 rounds. It can, I think one magazine can either clip most of the tier 2s and 3s out, or come real close to clipping out a tank. But we hit him 1 time for 32 damage, knocked him out. The M2 light tank here hit him once for 35 damage, finished him off, and knocked out his track and his driver. Another M2 light tank hit him twice for 92, knocked out his gunner, bounced 13 rounds from him, and that's what I'm saying. The angles on this are just so awesome that a lot of your auto loaders like the M2, T2 light tank, unless they're slinging premium rounds, even the premium rounds have trouble going through it. I actually had a PZ1C that couldn't go through me with standard rounds, load of gold, and then he started going through me. It's just due to the fact that it's just so extreme on the angling. The R35 there at the end bounced 2 of his premium rounds that he was shooting at me, and he got damaged for 9 upon me spotting him. Low tiers, I carry some premium rounds, but like that guy in the R35, you'll see he shot me with every round was a premium round. You don't even really need a lot of times to carry premium rounds. The R35 has got a decent enough gun. The standard rounds on that are, I think, 60 or 70 pen. So he could have went through me easily with all 25 millimeters of armor. This is the one in the beginning, this other T2 light tank. He just kind of sat there and let me shoot him for 150 damage. I knocked him out and bounced 3 of his rounds. And, yeah, so we did 793 damage and got 7 kills. And a base experience on a loss for 538. And actually, whoops, I think I got a higher experience than most of the people on the enemy team. Yeah, there was only 2 people on the enemy team that got a higher experience than me, and they won. So I'm not going to bitch too much. We had 38 shots, 24 hit, 31 pen. On the move, the reticle really does, the bloom gets real big, so when I was trying to, at an angle, I don't want to say reverse side scrape, I had my butt, because with this thing, it's pretty much the same armor all the way around, and I was already angled at, probably about, he was over here, right about there, so his rounds would have been hitting at an angle like this, just from the other side. He'd have been back over here shooting me like this, and it's just so well angled that you don't really, doesn't matter if you side scrape to the front or the rear, because it's just, the angles are the same all the way around pretty much. We had 793 damage, 126 of it from a distance of more than 300 meters. We got hit 24 times, 6 pen, 18 bounce, so we bounced 212 damage, which on this, it could have killed it just almost one other time because it's 240 hit points. We got 212 damage bounce. So basically, that stopped us from getting killed almost one full time. We spotted 3, damaged 8, destroyed 7. Damage with our assistance was 119. Made 20,680 credits, and for courageous resistance got a bonus of 3,509. And I bless America, forgot to pop a thing there. I did end up shooting a lot of premium rounds because I didn't realize I forgot to take it back to more AP rounds. So I shot my 16 standard rounds I had in that match, and then started going into premium rounds. But like I already changed it here. Actually, I'm going to change it a little bit more because the standard rounds on this are actually pretty darn good. And I wish I would have seen that before I started the match because, 51 pen, that's your average penetration. Basically, well, it just says 51 at 100 meters. And it shows 51 as your average penetration. It goes all the way down to 38 at 500 meters, but obviously as your round goes out, it loses velocity, so you don't have that velocity of the shell hitting somebody way back there, and it just peters out and bounces. But anyway, so yeah, we lost 15,180 credits. If I'd have noticed the ammo before I started the match, I would have obviously swapped it out, so shame on me. But anyways, that's the review of the tank, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and go ahead and do the replay. So if you want to hold on for a minute, I will be right back. Alrighty, so here we are on Ruinberg in the BT-SV Tier 3 light tank. Very well sloped armor. Also, I think I've said it already in the last couple days, my last video. I got a new mic, a new headset. My other one took a crap on me, and the left speaker on my headset would consistently quit working. And so it wasn't 7.1 surround, it was half surround. So I ended up getting a new headset, and obviously it's a different mic, and I noticed it sounds a little bit different. If you guys could do me a favor, just let me know if it sounds alright, if it's loud enough, not loud enough. If it's, just a pile of crap, let me know, and, I'll just go out and buy a new microphone as soon as I can. But anyways, so let's get into the match here. So what I did is I come up here to the road, just kind of shoot across here, because the view range on this isn't the best, but it's good enough for me to light anything that would have been in the field over there. The problem I think we really ran into on this match is we had a lot of light tanks going into the city. No one came out to the field with me, and basically this is the T2 light tank that sat there nice enough and just let me shoot him. So I'm not going to complain. If he wants to sit there and let me shoot him, so be it. What I was thinking I should have, might have, could have, should have, would have, and I didn't, was go after the artillery, since there was 2 of them. But I looked, and one of them is white, so that means he doesn't even have like 1,000. Let me pause it. Doesn't even have 1,000 yeah, see, it doesn't even show stats on him, so that means he doesn't even have, I think it's 1,000 matches. Might be 500 till that number actually lights up. So I knew he was brand spanking new. This guy here had 0 K matches, so basically he's right around 1,000 matches, give or take. So I wasn't super worried with artillery, especially with all these guys in the city, being able to hit them. So I thought, well, I'm going to sit here for a few minutes since no one came to the field with me, and kind of missed that shot. Kind of sit here in case anybody tries coming up this road right here and flanking our artillery and whatnot. I wish that Martyr 3 or Martyr 2 would have came out. I think it's got a wicked gun. But that way, if anything tried coming up behind us and coming up that 0 road and flanking these guys over here, I would spot them and shut them down before they had a chance to do that. This tank, normally when I play it, I don't normally even stop driving it. It's usually go, go, go. But I was watching where the enemy was, and this position, I've been on the receiving end of getting the crap shot out of me. I should have just finished out that R-35 right there. He's the guy that ended up killing me in the end. If I would have taken him out with him sitting there like that, it would have been one less headache for me to deal with. And that thing does have good armor. The R-35 does. So, took a shot at him and no luck. I saw that T3H back there, but I know I wasn't spotted. So I figured I'd shoot across the... Well, I thought I shot across the road. But if you look, I'm down low enough where they can't hit me, but I noticed them, so I went ahead and decided, well, we better go up here and get rid of this guy. He's full health, and there's a good chance he's going to get shots at our artillery and our medium out in the field. So I was thinking, I started shooting at him, point blank, right next to him, that he would disengage the medium on our team, which he did. And then he ran into a building, and so I was able to take him out and finish him off. Now, the option I was looking at right now, there is 2 artilleries, myself, and this M2 that's almost dead, was to swing out here, try taking out their arty, and this thing is fast enough to get over there, do that, and come all the way back. But I thought my best option is to shoot over into these buildings, try and get into a bushed area, and use my camo and try and pick them off as they try capping. And you can see, I mean, this thing from 0 to 70, 60, bounced up and down. I think top speed on this was like 70. It might be 65, but it goes from 0 to the top speed, just boom, like that. It's got a 500 horsepower engine. So here I thought, I'm going to go ahead and set up, and I'll just kind of side scrape. One of our arties got taken out, so I knew something had to have been close. And there he is. And something, I must have been spotted because something was taking shots at me. And I thought, well, my side scraping, let's see if we can find it there, wasn't working. Oh, shoot, oh, nope, it's right there. Yeah, I was able to put a round in right there. I thought I got hit in the side over here too, but interesting. Yeah, it's at R35, and you can see using straight gold rounds, and you'll see every round he hits me with is a gold round. I mean, these are tier 1 and 2. I mean, now, if anything, I should have been, which that's all I have left now, is premium rounds. Which that's why I went in and changed my ammo loadout, because like I said, I used this last time for a clan war match, and these guys were kind of coming out, and that little guy right there was shooting me with HE, which he only got one shot into me, and he would have been doing a lot better off if he would have been shooting me with AP rounds, because it definitely has the penetration, and this is where I was saying that it doesn't move and shoot too very well. You can see my rounds aren't going anywhere, and what I did here is I pushed forward enough to where, well, these guys actually still got shots on me. I thought I was further ahead. I thought I was more over here, because I wanted to go ahead and take out that M2, and then I was going to try working on these guys. So unfortunately, my map awareness on that match was a little not as good. And you can see shooting and trying to move, I was not being 100% successful, and I thought I'm going to go ahead and take off and go after these guys. But that R35, look at this, gold round, gold round, gold round, gold round, gold round, gold round. I actually bounced one from the M2. He switched over to gold rounds too. But yeah, tier 2 and 3, it's not really necessary to carry, shoot people with gold rounds, to be honest with you, because this thing has got 14 millimeters of paper thin armor. It's just the angling is what makes this thing so darn good. But when somebody's slinging premium ammo at you that probably, I'm guessing, does at least 110, 120 penetration, they're going to go through that. But it just cracks me up the amount of people that they're just taught from day one on World of Tanks that you got to shoot premium rounds, you got to shoot gold rounds, you got to shoot nothing but gold rounds. They're not out to make credits, and you know, they don't think, you know, I've got skill enough to aim for a weak spot. They just figure I'll press 2 on my keyboard so hard that my finger's going to go through my computer, but gosh darn it, I'm going to go ahead and pen this guy and make no credits because I don't want to even try aiming at a weak spot. I'll just use premium rounds and go right through them. So, I mean, I ran out of rounds and only had premium because I only carried 16 standard because, like I said, having not ran this since a clan war match that we had. But this has got a driver's hatch right on the front of this that you can pen literally almost every time. And the turret on this is only 20 millimeters of armor. So basically, if you shoot this thing in the frontal armor anywhere, you're going to go right through it on the turret. So that's all he had to do, but nope, just press 2 and go through it anywhere. It cracks me up, you know, and you see it from tier 1 to tier 10. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. Like I said, I hope my microphone sounds all right. If it sounds like total crap, please be honest, let me know, and give me some time so I can get to a Best Buy or something, and I'll pick up a new one. And I'm going to go ahead and try and I'll let my daughter have my little webcam that I bought, which was a real nice one. It was HD. I let her have it because she started making videos for ASL, the American Sign Language. She does sign language, and she needed a camera, so I let her have mine, and I've got to get a new one. And they're dirt cheap. You can pick up a real nice one for under $30, so I got to get that. The problem I need to really look into, and if you guys have any ideas, the more help that you have, the merrier, is software for recording videos. The software that I'm using right now is the NVIDIA software that you get if you've got a NVIDIA card in it. And it works beautiful. The frame rate is smooth as butter. No lag, no jumping. Your videos don't freeze up. I did have another video software I used, and I paid for a year subscription for it, and it was like $60 or something. And the problem I had with that is, with this software here, I get great video, smooth as butter, but I cannot, for the life of me, get a webcam to connect to it. It's got an option right there that says use webcam, and I click it, and click it, and click it, and nothing happens. The other software, my webcam worked beautiful, but the quality of the videos were really subpar. It would lag, the tanks would stop moving. The video, when I would have myself in it with my webcam, my mouth wouldn't match up with what I was saying, so it looked like you were watching some sort of Chinese video. How am I gonna get you? And it was just it just, to me, in my mind, looked like crap. So then I got this software, but I can't get a webcam to work with it. The other software I was using, I can't think of it to save my life. I use the FreeMaker, which ain't free. I quit updating that software just to give you guys a heads up. It's called FreeMaker, and what it does is basically take a video once I make it, and it squishes it. It could be like a 6 gig. Most of my videos are between 4 and 6 gig in size, and I use this software called FreeMaker. Like I said, it ain't free though. And what it does is it takes that 6 gig video and literally compacts it and squishes it down to, I don't think I've had a video over a gig yet. This one here that I'm doing, or the one that I just posted today, with the Stug 3BG, whatever that one was. That one was like 982 meg. It started out as a 5.5 gig video, but that just squishes the software. The software I was using to make the videos, I'm just drawing a blank. I really can't think of the name of it, but it was real popular, and you could get a free version, but it left a watermark, so I got the paid version, paid for a year subscription. I liked the software. Ease of use was really, really easy to use, but the video quality really just sucked butt, really bad. So if you guys got any ideas of decent video editing or video software to make videos that you don't hear any problems with, webcams hooking up to it, let me know, and I'll see if I can get a freeware, whatever version, or shareware, whatever, just to try it out, see how it works, and if I like it, maybe I can pick it up and use that so I can use the webcam so you can see my ugly mug again. I didn't think it was any big deal, but I had a lot of people, for whatever reason, ask me why I quit using a webcam, and I explained to them like I just explained to you guys, and they were like, oh, well, that sucks. Why don't you just go out and buy another webcam or a different one? I'm like, it's not the webcam, it's the damn recording software. So, I'll look at maybe doing that again here in the near future. But anyways, if you like the video, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield. And I'm glad to be back, actually. You guys take care.